Get ready to match the FUMC Plano staff stars. Mark Lukey, CJ Rice, Marty Bowen, Robin Kaufman Anderson, Pastor Matt Gaston, Nigel Eastman, and Cammie Gaston as we play the star-studded Big Point Match Game 2020, the Pandemic Edition. And now, here's the host of Match Game 2020, Aaron Dalt.
Hello there, welcome to the 2020 edition, Pandemic Edition of Match Game. We have a very star-studded guest with us tonight. We have the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful staff at FUMC Plano. We have some special guests tonight. So welcome. I hope you enjoy. So we have our special guests, our two special guests are Kathy and Kevin. They will be our two contestants tonight. Okay, let's get to know our guests. So, Kathy, would you like to introduce yourself and get us a little know about you?
Sure, I'm so excited to be here, especially with all these star-studded people behind me. My name is Kathy. I've been a member of the church for, 20-something years, which is a little bit difficult to really believe since I probably started here when I was 5. But I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to answer all the questions, and I really want to beat Kevin.
Thank you very much. We are very happy to have you here. Okay, Kevin, tell us more about yourself.
Hi, I'm Kevin Clanahan. I've been at the church for about 30 years or so. Very glad to be here with all these wonderful people and to be competing with Kathy, and I'm just so sorry she's going to have to lose.
Everyone, let's get ready to start with round 1. Kathy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Staff stars, are you guys ready? Ready! Kevin, are you ready as well? Okay. So archaeologists recently found that Jesus was not a carpenter. He was actually a blank. This is your cue to get ready to write your answers. Archaeologists recently discovered Jesus was not a carpenter. He was actually a blank. Kathy, you are trying to match our church staff's answers. So what's it going to be?
That's a really hard one because I thought he was a carpenter too. I'm going to say that if Jesus wasn't a carpenter, I'm going to guess he was a gardener. He was a gardener.
Okay. So archaeologists recently discovered Jesus was not a carpenter. He was actually Cammie. Cammie, you are our first answer.
I said he was a well-known wise man.
Ooh. Nigel?
So as I was backpacking in the mountains of Tibidabo, I came across the answer, actually, and I went with carpenter. I doubled down on the carpenter. I went with carpenter again.
We love faith. We love that. We love faith.
I got you.
Woo! What about you, Matt? What do you think?
You know, I thought he was probably sent of God to be a garbage collector. Except that I've been to Jerusalem and Bethlehem, and there's a lot of garbage still laying around. So I'm going with therapist.
What about you, Robin? What do you think?
I said that Jesus was actually a shepherd.
Oh, very interesting. What about you, Marty? What do you think?
He really seemed to just know a lot about this and was kind of drawn to some of his disciples in the same way. I say he was a fisherman.
Very smart. Very, very smart. CJ, what do you think?
I said shoemaker for no other reason than this is what I came up with.
Creative. And last but not least, Mark.
Well, I've read a lot of these Gospels that didn't make the Bible, and in one of them, it says that Jesus was a tree surgeon.
Ooh.
That's wisdomous.
Kathy, I'm really sorry. We didn't have any matches. However, you did have a really close one with the tree surgeon. All the answers were very creative, very thought out, but I'm sorry that you weren't one of them.
She should get partial credit.
I think I should get partial credit, but that's all right. That's all right. Kevin does. Let's see if he has a hard question.
These points?
Okay, let's finish out round one with an assignment for Kevin. Are you ready, staff stars?
Ready!
Okay, here it is. When Mary and Joseph got to the stable, they still had access to the room service, so they ordered blank.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, of course. When Mary and Joseph got to the stable, they still had access to room service, so they ordered blank. Remember, there was no room in the inn, but they still had access to room service. What did they order? I suspect they were really hungry, traveling all the way there on a donkey.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Kevin, you're trying to match the answers of our staff stars. What did Mary and Joseph order through room service?
Dinner.
Who would have thought?
Dessert.
What did he
Did he say dessert?
Dinner.
Okay, staff stars.
Come on.
Matzo ball soup.
Okay, we're gonna start with Cammie again.
Oh,
What
certainly.
were-
Well, I thought about what it was like when I went to Bethlehem and I ordered hummus with a side of pita.
That is
That's
pretty.
that's one of my favorites.
Pick me.
Matt, what did you answer?
Thank you for picking me. See, there's a reason why we're married and why Kevin and I are just like buds, because we complement one another. They would have ordered wine to go with the matzo balls. Or the pita bread with hummus.
Okay, Nigel, you're next.
I would like to say first that I approve of their message with wine and pita bread, but I went with something different. You see, we're in difficult times right now.
Definitely.
And in these difficult times, you go to the Krogers, you go to the HEBs, and they'll let you get all kinds of things, but there's things that have limits on them. So they can get not one, but you're allowed to get 2 briskets, so that's what they got. 2 briskets. 2 briskets.
Okay, 2 briskets. They really went for 2 briskets.
You bring
okay.
the brisket, I'll bring the wine.
Hey.
Wait a minute, did he just say that?
That's a good day.
Okay, Robin, what about you?
I was going to say that Mary had a little lamb chop.
That wins.
Okay, Marty, you're next.
I'm feeling very much like the minister of children right now, but that's me, that's who I am, and I love chocolate. For my comfort, I would want some hot chocolate. That's what I would go with, hot chocolate anytime.
Yeah, especially in the winter. I think I've heard it can get pretty cold.
I also, when I was in Bethlehem, I had a lot of pita and hummus, so that is what I figured they would have also eaten, Cammie. Yes.
We win.
Okay, Mark, we're depending on you.
It was late and it was cold and Joseph was nodding off. They had caramel macchiatos.
Caramel macchiatos. That's a good way to go. Okay, so with the round one, Kathy has 1 point. And for Kevin, 0. You know, that's sad. Sad, sad, sad. Both had very great answers. Okay, which brings us to our second and final round. Kathy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Staff Stars, are you ready?
Since 1985.
Most people don't know this, but after David defeated Goliath, he was called to fight another giant. He was called Goliath's brother, Lammy. Instead of using a stone and a sling, he used a blank and a blank. Okay, Kathy, it's your moment of truth. What do you think he used?
That is a really hard one. He must have been really big. I've always been a little puzzled with the whole slingshot and the stone thing. I think I'm going to pull out my Hobbit, Lord of the Rings knowledge, and I'm going to say a bow and arrow.
Very classic. Very, very classic. We like that. Okay, Cammie, you're up first again.
Well, I read that story again, and he actually became a pacifist and decided to use whipped cream and cherries.
I can tell some of us are a little hungry. Okay, Okay, Nigel, it's your turn.
So I was stumped on this one, to be honest. So I asked Siri, and she said the iPhone 11. I said, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Well, I mean, with Jesus,
big
there's
enough.
anything's possible.
Yeah. This is the digital age. Come on.
Okay, Matt, we're depending on you. What do you think?
I always thought that the slingshot thing was a little lame. So given a second chance, Smith and Wesson. But then I thought that might be out of the timetable, so how about bow and arrow?
We got a match. Finally! And it was to Kathy! Okay, Robin.
Well, I heard that story too, and I said, a bow and arrow!
She gets another point.
I was really close to bow and arrow, but I mean, really, Goliath and Lammy definitely, just like Cammie said, needed a different angle. So I think that Lammy just needed a little distraction, didn't need any violence, just a little distraction of a Jello pool. Yes!
I like that. I think that's a good one.
So cool.
Wouldn't it be cool?
That would be
I
cool.
know.
Well, what color was it? That's the most important part.
Oh, definitely red. Definitely red Jello pool. Absolutely.
Okay, CJ. No pressure.
Kathy? Bow and arrow!
Man.
Okay, this is the last determining point, whether Kathy will get another point or not. So, Mark, it's your turn. What did you say?
Oh, no doubt. Bow and arrow.
On a roll. Okay, we're moving on to the second half. Kevin's half of the round. Do you want to know the question? Are you ready for the question?
I am.
Okay. What was the one word Moses said at the moment he parted the Red Seas?
Please repeat the question.
Yes. What was the one word Moses said at the moment he parted the Red Sea?
This is a G-rated show, right?
I guessed it. You're not passing.
Okay, Kevin. What was the one word Moses said at the moment he parted the Red Sea?
Well, since they were trying to get away, and that's pretty amazing that happened, like Charlton Heston did. I would have said, I think he said, hurry!
Hurry! That's good.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to change things up. We're going to start with Mark.
All right, well, you know, Moses was a man of few words. That's why he always got people to speak for him. It was time for him to talk to the sea in behalf of God, and he said, part.
Okay, Marty.
I think he was just so excited when it actually happened. He was like, woohoo!
That's 2 words. That's hyphenated words?
If it's hyphenated, that would be one word.
Judge's
Hyphenated, one word. Thank you.
I stand for her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, CJ.
Isn't that hurry in Greek?
Yes.
Oh.
I said whack. That's whack. I needed 2 words, but whack had to work. That's whack, I think, is what he really said.
I think Moses would have said, wow. Explanation point.
Nigel.
Oh, it's, okay, cool. So this is what happened, because I was there in 1985. So this is what happened, is that there were so many skeptics. You know what a skeptic is? They're doubters. That he seas parted. Moses looked at it, he said, see? See? To the doubters, see?
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, it's your turn.
Affirmation to all that God had done and where they were going. Only one word. Yes!
I embrace it.
Hey, I'm going with the same theme of, you know, praise and excitement. And all I could think was, if I was standing there, I would like go, wow, awesome.
Very 70s of you.
I know. Awesome.
Well,
That's what he said, for sure.
looks like, Kevin, you didn't get any points this round. Any points.
Kevin, I'm still backing you, man.
I thought hurry was very creative.
That does it for the final round, but we have additional jackpot. A bonus round. You want to know how many points it's worth? Not 1 point, not 1,000 points, but 10,000 points.
Bring it.
And we'll do it.
So you're saying there's still a chance?
There's always a chance. Okay, Kevin, in order to collect your 10,000 points, you must pick one, just one staff member, and match the answer exactly. Will it be Mark, the musical genius? Will it be CJ, the fun, adventurous one? Will it be Marty, the one who is very, very friendly and always uplifting? Will it be Robin, the opera singer? Will it be Nigel, the most amazing.
Thank you for that.
Come
on, man. Hook me up.
The best beatboxer in the church, maybe even in the world. Well, we have the best ever pastor in the world, Matt Gaston. Or we have the most lovely, lovely, lovely lady in the world, Cammie. Who will it be?
Hey, look right here.
Well, yeah, I remember there. Yeah.
Pick Siri. Pick Siri.
I think I'm gonna go Robin.
Okay. Here is the fill in the blank.
Speak up.
Okay. And here is the fill in the blank. Mary blank.
Mary blank.
Mary blank. Kevin, it's the fill in the blank. Robin, it's the fill in the blank. Mary blank. Mary blank.
How do you spell?
I've got my answer.
Okay, great, Robin. Let's see. If you can think of an answer and write it down on your whiteboard there. You got it? Okay, Kevin.
Well, I first thought maybe Thanksgiving, and then maybe Halloween, but I think I'm going to go with Christmas. Christmas.
That's probably better than Merry Thanksgiving.
Well, I decided to go with Merry Christmas!
10,000 points. He redeemed himself.
That's
Very
way
well.
better than Magdalene.
Kathy.
Aaron.
It's your turn.
I'm ready.
No pressure.
No pressure.
John blank.
Don't I need to pick a person
It'll
first?
have to be an exact match.
Don't I need to pick a person first?
Yep. Who do you want to choose?
I had to think this through a lot, and I had to have a strategy. I don't like to lose. I've picked the only person who was thinking on my wavelength 2 times in a row for an actual question. I've picked Mark Lukey.
Smart choice.
I need you to be with me, man.
We're
I need you
here
to be
for
with
you,
me.
Mark.
I need you to be with me. I'm ready.
John blank.
John Blank.
But it has to be an exact match, Kathy. Mark, it has to be exact.
Okay, but which John are you talking about? That's exactly it.
It's Wayne. It's Wayne.
I think it is John
He was
Wayne.
the centurion at the cross.
Oh my goodness.
That
Preach.
was the Son of God. I'm saying.
Okay, Kathy. Yours was John blank, and you were trying to match with Mark. What is your answer? Say John Wayne.
There are a lot of Johns. There are a lot of Johns.
A lot of
I
Johns.
thought about a few answers. I thought maybe I should go with John Wick. I thought maybe, John Wayne. But really where I settled
There's
was
only one John
John
Wayne.
the Baptist.
I thought that too.
That was really
And Mark?
good, and that was way more biblical than I was thinking. Hey, we
Okay,
got
Mark.
this music connection, you and I, and so I picked John Legend.
Oh, I love John Legend.
My wife loves
Sorry.
John
Me
Legend.
too.
I'm a little concerned.
So far at the same time. Well, everybody's a winner anyways. Everyone won. You won. Everyone won. Well,
Hi, I'm Nancy Bryan, Director of Communications for First United Methodist Church Plano, and this is Shadow Bosworth, and we have some exciting news to tell you. As you may have heard by now, after 35 years of using the ACS platform for our church's database, finance, and facilities management, we are transitioning to a new church software and smart home app called Realm. Powered by ACS, Realm replaces Access ACS, and Realm Connect replaces Church Life. You'll be able to use Realm for giving online donations, accessing our church directory, and staying in touch through our private church-based social media. Let me tell you a little bit about your privacy. As I said before, ACS has been our trusted database management vendor for 35 years with no issues. Access to Realm is by invitation only, and users can decide who can see their basic contact information. To manage your privacy settings, all you'll have to do is click on your name in the upper right-hand corner, then click on Manage Privacy. We recommend keeping the default setting of allowing anyone in the church to see your directory contact information, but set it however makes you feel comfortable. You decide what people can see and what you want to remain private. All you have to do is click on the link to log in, create a password, download the new app, and start connecting. So you get to know Realm a little bit better, look for other videos with more lessons. And as always, if you have any questions, just contact me at nbryan@fumcplano.org. It's just another way we're connecting God and grace to self and community. Tell them, Shadow, it's gonna be awesome.
Welcome back to our game show, and now we're going to play Would You Rather. Thank you again to our wonderful contestants. We appreciate you being here this evening. And now, for your first Would You Rather, would you rather face Goliath with only a stone and a slingshot, or wander in the desert for 40 years? We're going to start with Mark. Mark, Lukey, would you rather face Goliath with only a stone and slingshot or wander in the desert for 40 years?
I would rather wander in the desert for 40 years.
All right, okay. Any reason for that?
Well, 40 years is 40 years. If you miss with that giant, you're done.
Very good. All right, Kathy.
I said Goliath, definitely. Home for 5 months. Wandering the desert for 40 years might kill me.
Very good. Good job. Kevin.
I said I would also wander for 40 years and get a good tan.
All right, Matt.
You know, I would just die 40 years, that much sweat. I picked Goliath. Get it over quickly.
Aaron.
Choose wander 40 years, you could go find an oasis and you're in paradise.
There you go. And Cammy's erasing her board. Okay. All right, Cammy, what have you got?
I'd rather go to the mountains and like go down this really cool.
Cammy, that was not an option.
Okay, I said Goliath because the bottom line is, it's just a moment in time. It's not 40 years. And I'd rather just, I don't know, stand before him and I can quickly move out of the way.
Okay. Would you rather see Jesus feed 5,000 or see Jesus raise Lazarus? Okay. We're going to start with Kevin this time. Kevin, what's your answer?
Feed the 5,000.
Feed the 5,000. Any reason for that?
A lot of happy people.
Okay, very good. All right, Kathy.
I like to throw a party, and I feel like feed 5,000 is so impressive. I want to know how he does that.
Very
no caterer.
Mark.
See Jesus feed the 5,000. I just got a soft spot for people who are hungry.
Okay, very, very good. All right, let's go to the other side. Let's get Cammie.
Have you ever met my mama?
Yes.
She
yes,
feeds 5,000 constantly. It's part of the family gene. 5,000, yum.
All right, okay. Aaron.
I said that he would raise Lazarus. You know why? He could get more help to feed more people.
There you go. Good thinking. Good job, Aaron. All right, Matt.
I've seen Joyce feed 5,000. No big deal. But I've been to Jerusalem and where Lazarus raised. You can get a Lazarus tomb trinket if you go to see Lazarus raised.
Okay, good job. And for your final, would you rather be baptized by John the Baptist or hear Paul speak to a crowd about Jesus? I have to say that Pastor Matt did not hesitate one bit on that one. So we're going to start our answers with Pastor Matt. What is your answer to that?
Romans, friends, countrymen, lend me your ears. I want to hear Paul.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Kathy, I think you were second.
John the Baptist, right? I in the big water with all the people being baptized together, definitely John. I'm a John fan.
You're a crowdsourcer.
Not legend. Just saying.
Going over to Mark Lukey after that. Mark, what's your answer?
Well, see, I was raised Lutheran, and I'm sure John the Baptist immersed people. So I'm not down with that. I want to hear Paul speak about Jesus.
Very good. All right, Kevin.
Well, I was raised a Methodist, and sprinkled was fine for me. So I also wanted to hear Paul speak about Jesus.
All right, very good. Aaron.
I'd like to be baptized by John the Baptist because you can always get more learning and more culture that way.
Very good. And Cammie.
Oh, I absolutely love the water. I'm from San Diego. I have been in a pool. I spend the whole summer jumping in and out of the water. I'm saying baptism. I remember my baptism constantly.
All right. Thank you all for playing Would You Rather.
Welcome back. We are now to the point of our and other trivia for isolation. So I was doing a little researching in my spare time, and I was researching about John Wesley. So we've got some scholars here and some well-read people, so I can't wait to see if I can stump you. All right. So John Wesley, the father of Methodism, was the biological father of how many children? Write your answers on your board. No cheating, Cammie. I saw you look back.
No, he doesn't know.
All right, you got our answers? Okay, let's start with Aaron.
I said 5 because it's my lucky number, and that's what my gut goes with.
Okay, all right, great. Matt.
John Wesley was lousy in relationships with women. I'm saying 0.
Okay, all right. Kevin. 0. Okay, Mark.
Well, I don't know, but my father-in-law had 12 brothers.
Okay, so
And your answer is?
0.
0. Okay, and Kathy.
I had no idea, so I said 5.
Okay, who did I get? Cammie. 0. Okay, so some of you have been knowing a little bit about John Wesley because John Wesley had 0 children.
Yep.
He got married unhappily at 48 to a wealthy widowed woman with 4 children. They later got divorced. But, so he had no, so if anybody says they're a blood relative of John Wesley, they are not telling the truth. Okay, here's another question for you. The Methodist movement is in more than how many countries? The closest number wins, and they win 75,000 points.
Like the closest number without going over?
The closest number without going over, sure. Okay, what do we got here? Cammie is counting them all. Okay, everybody got their answers?
I overshot.
Okay, we're going to start with Aaron.
I said 97.
97, that's close but not correct. Kathy.
I said 150.
Okay, very good.
Nice round number.
Mark.
I said 137.
Okay. Kevin.
I said 67.
Okay. Matt.
You all don't have near enough confidence in John Wesley. I said 24.
And Cammie.
I said 80.
Well, the Methodist movement is in 130.
Oh, man.
In more than, so Mark was just over. So who had less than one?
Well, I had 137, but I went over.
Yeah.
You had to ask about the
think
going
that was-
over.
Yeah, you should have just said closest. Actually, I think Mark Lukey wins. All right. And we'll be back right after these messages. 6-foot table talk. As we find out who walks the walk, it's the bane of our existence to practice social distance. 6-foot table talk.
Welcome back. Now, for our final round of fun with some lay people and our pastors, we are going to do a fun cup stacking contest. But we have a special visitor, and it is the world champion of cup stacking, Aaron Bowen. Everybody give it up for Aaron Bowen. Yes. Thank you. Aaron, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and get set up. You're going to show us how this is done. Aaron has been cup stacking for how old are you? For 16 years. He came out of the womb cup stacking. That's what makes him the world champion at 16 years old. He cares more about this than he does video games. Cares more about it than he does eating. But not Jesus. Jesus over cup stacking, am I right? You eat cups, breathe cups, you stack cups. Man, I love it. What a motto. What a motto. All right, Aaron, we have a timer off to the side who is going to time you. And our contestants up here are going to get an opportunity to see a world champion cup stacker at work.
How hard can it be?
How hard could it be, Matt? We're going to find out.
Really?
Aaron, you're going to show them how it is done. This is exactly what the contestants are going to be doing. You're going to show them how it's done.
Exactly.
On your mark, get set, go. Very good. Impressive. All right, raise your hand, contestants, if you think you can beat them. Him, world champion. Nobody has any confidence in themselves here.
I got this.
All right, friends. So, Marty, what was the time? 6.34 seconds is the world champion time to beat, at least here at FUMC Plano, the world that we know. All right, 6.34 seconds.
With God's time, that's like 6 days.
We're going to have to find out. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Aaron is going to be doing it alongside y'all. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, a thumbs up, a thumbs down if you're definitely not ready. All right, contestants, it is your turn. 6.34 seconds is what the time to beat is. Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Kathy and Cammie are the closest. Kathy and Cammie, you got to go back down. Kathy Cox, you were the first one. Mark Lukey, Cammie, Aaron kind of, Matt, and the last but certainly not least is Mr. Kevin Clanahan himself. What was the fastest time we had?
Yeah!
Kathy,
Yeah!
1862.
You rule.
Just 3 times more than the world champion here. No big deal. 3 times more. And that was cup stacking. Did we learn something today?
Yes.
No, we've learned nothing. We have learned nothing at all. Now, we have a prize. So, Kevin, we had a prize for this one. Maybe that would have been motivation for you. And I apologize for not telling you. We have a trophy that is going to go to the one and only Kathy.
Yes!
Matt, be careful.
Congratulations, Kathy. Thank you for being awesome. All right, my friends, FUMC Church, we are so glad you joined us tonight. Thank you for being here. We hope you had fun. We hope you laughed a little bit in your living rooms. And thank you, pastors and lay people and world champion, for being here tonight. We are so thankful. We are excited to start the fall semester with you and all of the offerings that we have for children, youth, and adults here at this church as we continue to grow in grace together. Have a good night.